Lesson 8. Your first 30-day launch plan. The last lesson, where everything finally goes into motion. You have a niche, a validated offer, and now a message. This one depends on the go-to-market message you built last time, because every asset and every outreach line in this launch plan is going to use those exact words, not new ones you make up on the spot. In this final episode, you'll define the core assets you need before you start, build a daily outreach schedule, and plan exactly how you'll convert conversations into paying customers over your first 30 days. Have your message from last lesson open. You're about to put it to work. You have a niche, a validated offer, and a powerful message. Now you need to launch. This lesson turns everything into a practical, step-by-step plan for your first 30 days, getting you out of your head and into the world. It introduces the 30-day launch framework, broken into 4 phases. Week 1 is setup, building your core assets. Week 2 is outreach, contacting your target customers. Week 3 is engagement, providing value and building relationships. And week 4 is convert, turning leads into customers. You'll build a calendar of specific, daily actions that actually propel the launch forward. First, a successful launch is built on action, not perfection. Focus on small, consistent, daily actions rather than one big push. Your launch is a process of learning and adapting as you go, not a fixed script. Your first 30 days are about proving your model, not scaling it yet. And getting feedback and adjusting quickly matters more than getting everything exactly right on day 1. First, the 30-day launch framework itself. Week 1, set up your tech and assets. Week 2, begin outreach. Week 3, engage with leads and create content. Week 4, convert your pipeline into paying customers. It gives you a clear, stress-reducing structure instead of an open-ended to-do list. Second, the MVP mindset from Eric Ries. Launching with the smallest possible version of your offer that still delivers real value, which lets you get market feedback fast and iterate, reducing both risk and wasted effort. This is the launch. The core claim is that a plan is useless without execution, so you're going to build a 30-day plan that forces action from day 1. Back in Lesson 7, you built a go-to-market message. Your before, your after, your bridge, and now that exact message is what fills every asset and every outreach line in the calendar you're about to build. This is the final, tangible outcome of the entire workbook, and the output for this lesson is your 30-day launch calendar. A specific, daily plan that carries you from the end of this workbook into your first real customers. List the essential items you need before starting. A basic website or landing page, a professional profile, a simple offer package, and a list of 50 or more prospects. Something like a one-page website, an updated LinkedIn profile, a sales page for your audit offer, and a spreadsheet of 50 target founders. Next, build your daily outreach schedule for weeks 2 and 3. Be specific. Reach out to 5 new prospects each day. Publish 2 pieces of content per week. Have 3 discovery calls per week. Then plan your week 4 engagement and conversion strategy. How will you turn conversations into customers? Something like offering everyone who accepted a free audit a 20% discount if they sign up for a retainer by week 4. Pull out your go-to-market message from last lesson. You'll be using those exact words in every asset here. Define your core launch assets: website, offer, profile. Build a list of 50 or more target prospects. Create a daily, weekly, and 30-day action calendar. Plan your engagement and conversion sequence, and commit to your launch date, publicly, out loud to someone. Your 30-day launch calendar and prospect list are the final deliverables of this entire workbook, the practical bridge from everything you've learned here to your actual, real business. A founder with a new coaching business spent months perfecting his website, his branding, his materials, convinced it wasn't ready, yet stuck in genuine analysis paralysis. He finally adopted the 30-day launch framework instead, launched with a simple one-page site, and committed to reaching out to 10 people a day, no exceptions. He landed his first paying client within 14 days, not because the site got better, but because he actually started. His confidence going into the launch was high, and how fast he was learning about his real market shot up almost immediately. What are you waiting for before you launch? What specific perfection are you holding out for? Is that a real barrier, or is it fear of rejection wearing a practical disguise? What's the first specific action you'll take tomorrow to start your launch? Be concrete. Something like, I will send 5 LinkedIn connection requests to founders in my niche. And if you commit to this 30-day plan, what's the single most important thing you'll have learned about your niche by day 30? The most common shortcut is avoiding the launch entirely and seeking more planning. Instead, that's a trap. Your plan is genuinely complete, and now it's time to execute it. Real completion looks like a calendar with real actions and a launch date you're actually committed to, and a real sense of momentum, not more anxiety. This 30-day plan puts everything from all 7 lessons before it into motion. It's the beginning of your business, not another planning exercise. Watch the trap of thinking you need to be perfect before you launch. Launching imperfectly and learning fast beats launching perfectly and never launching at all, every single time. Pause and open your 30-day launch plan worksheet. Under Core Assets, list what you need to build: website, profile, offer, aiming for the minimum viable version of each, not the polished final one. Then under Weekly Actions, schedule your Week 1 setup tasks, your Week 2 outreach tasks, your Week 3 engagement tasks, and your Week 4 conversion tasks. This calendar is your guide for the next 30 days. Treat it as a real commitment, not a draft. Check Core Launch Assets defined once your list of needed assets is written. Check daily/weekly outreach schedule created once a specific plan for contacting prospects is in place. Check 30-day calendar is ready once your day-by-day action plan is written out in full. And check the final one, launch date committed to, once you have an actual date set. Not soon, an actual date. With all 4 checked, you've completed the entire workbook. You've moved from a general idea to a validated niche, a clear customer, a tested message, and now a launch plan. This isn't the end, it's the beginning, and your work now is to execute. Here's your launch readiness calculator. For each launch element, your website, your offer, your prospect list, your outreach schedule, your content strategy, mark the status as ready or in progress, and note its priority. Focus your energy on getting every high-priority item to ready before your launch date. That's what this calculator is actually for. Write your launch day statement, what you'll actually say to your network on day 1. Format: after X weeks of work and validation, I am excited to finally announce my new business, your niche. I will be helping target customer achieve specific benefit. This statement is what makes the whole thing real. Pause and write yours now. What's the biggest fear you have about launching? Rejection? Failure? Looking foolish? Write it down. Now write down the most likely worst-case scenario. Is it actually as bad as you've been imagining? How could you prepare for it if it happened? How will you actually collect feedback during your launch? How will you know if your message is landing or your offer is compelling? Will you ask directly, watch analytics, track conversion rates? Build a simple 2- or 3-point feedback system before you launch, not after. What are 3 decisions you'll make to launch with real momentum instead of hesitation? Scheduling a launch party, committing to 30 days of daily posts, asking a friend to hold you accountable. Name them, and go do the first one today. You've done the work every other lesson asked of you. This is the one where it actually starts paying off.